Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Aarti Bellari, a consultant physician. So today my friend ENT surgeon Dr. Harika asked me to talk about hypertension. A lot of people ask, what are the types of hypertension? Should we always take medicines or not? If I start taking the medicines, should I continue taking the medication? So there are a lot of fears associated with hypertension. So one thing I told you, first is you've come for, like say for in this case, like I said, you've come for nasal bleed. Your doctor has seen that you have high blood pressure, and based on your age and your clinical scenario, he might order a couple of tests and then he'll decide which medication to put you on, and based on your clinical scenario we will decide whether you need to continue the medications or not, if to continue, for how long to continue, and so forth. The first step is we diagnose that whether you have hypertension. Usually it's not just by one reading. Of course, when your blood pressure is very high and you have come with a clinical symptom like severe headache, giddiness, palpitations, an end organ effect like epistaxis you come with, the BP is remaining high on 3 or 4 readings, and even on resting, if your pressure is constantly high, then probably you will need the medications right away. If your BP is in a range where it is staying somewhere between 140 to 150, the lower reading is between 80 to 90, the doctor might suggest that you check it at home, take an average reading over 3 to 4 readings over a week, and then decide if you need medication. For younger patients, say between 20 to 30 years or less than that also, we try to rule out secondary causes of hypertension. Most commonly, kidney related causes, thyroid, hypothyroidism can cause, secondary kidney problems can cause, or repeated use of painkillers, smoking, frequent alcohol intake, all this can increase your blood pressure. So we look at secondary causes of hypertension, try to control, and overweight, obesity, all these things are secondary causes. We try to work on all those secondary causes as well. Now, once the secondary causes are ruled out, then we try to see whether your BP, if it is staying high, then we need to control it by lifestyle changes. Lifestyle changes is by bringing down your weight. If you're already overweight or obesity, even 5 to 10% of body weight, decreased body weight will bring down your blood pressure to even 10 points. So it is very, very important that you control your body weight, exercise regularly, exercise at least 45 minutes to 1 hour every day. So as per the guidelines, 150 minutes per week along with strength training is very, very important, not just for not just for hypertension, but for other lifestyle disorders also, like diabetes and dyslipidemias, metabolic disorders. So, and next thing is low salt diet, because everything we eat, either outside or the food that we eat here, in terms of food, that packaged food we eat, contain very high sodium. So try to not eat the packaged food. Anything which you open a packet and eat contains very high sodium and salt contents. Try to avoid eating such packaged food because they contain high amount of preservatives which contains high sodium. For increasing the shelf life, they put high sodium levels. Control those things. Less salt in your diet. And these are the lifestyle measures that you need to follow. Medications should not be stopped or should not be stopped altogether without the doctor's advice. So try to take the medications, keep the BP under control. Like I said, anything you take, the medications, there's going to be risk and benefit. Your doctor will see what is the risk and benefit ratio. He will decide what is the best medication for you, which suits best for you with least amount of risk and the best benefit, and he will prescribe the particular medicine for you. So trust that, and there's no point BP not being under control and you stop your medications because you think it's you're getting used to the medications. There's a lot of wrong notions about taking the medications. I think the right thing would be to take the medications, continue the medications, and not stop abruptly abruptly. So the importance of the whole point is to remember this side of the equation is to continue the medications and not stop it, and keep the BP under control. Whether it is happening with 1 tablet or 10 tablets, no medicines, only lifestyle changes, it doesn't matter. But what remains common is that your BP numbers should be under control. So don't be under this false notion that you're taking medicines or you're getting used to it, so you should not take it. The point here is your high BP should not cause an end organ damage. That should be the whole point. So please, before you stop your medications abruptly, talk to your doctor about your concerns so that we can adjust the medications and then decide what is the best course of action for you. So these are the lifestyle changes that we can prescribe. These are some points about hypertension. So some basic tests might be needed, lifestyle changes, medications, and so don't ignore a simple thing like nasal bleeds. May look like a normal thing which might happen, but could indicate a serious condition like high BP, could be an indicator of high blood pressure. So check every few months, check your blood pressure. Whenever you get a chance, make sure, because it's a silent disease, silent killer. So check your BP and sugar levels at every given opportunity.